Let's talk about some of the exam questions on specifically focusing on cube and cuboid, okay? And rest of the things that you see about the weightage, we already covered that. So let's skip through that. So what I've done is I've extracted the questions from the last 4 years, starting from winter 2019 all the way through winter 2017. And I've just copied the questions related to cube and cuboid so that we can understand the pattern and what kind of questions typically come. So let's quickly cover that, and in the future topics we will solve one by one. Okay, so if we take the winter 2019, I think this was the last paper, I think, before the pandemic hit. Anyway, so we'll see the first problem. If you see, it's talking about find the length of the longest pole. So in this case, neither cube is mentioned nor cuboid is mentioned, but if you remember my diagonals of a cube or cuboid episode, I have mentioned that they might be asking about what is the length of the longest pole that you can put, and we have discussed the length of the longest diagonal, right? So that's the logic we'll apply on this to calculate that. So just want to make sure that if you don't see cube or cuboid, don't get confused, but typically you will see some clue somewhere going on. Okay, this particular, the next question on summer 2019, although it involves knowing one of the formulas for a cuboid, because you have a metal strip is nothing but of this shape, and they are given 3 dimensions. That means you're going to have height also. That means it's going to be cuboid. Sorry, excuse my drawing. And they're also talking about converting these metal strips into coins. The coins becomes cylindrical or sphere. We'll cover that in the later topic. So we don't have to cover that. But if you see that, in a way, it involves a formula for the cuboid. You still need to know the volume of the cuboid. But we will not cover this particular problem in this episode. We will cover it when we cover the cylindrical and the sphere or 3D objects. Will cover that. Okay, so this we can skip. Okay, so looks like we have one example on a cuboid here. The second example also was on related to cuboid for winter 2018. Again, we have a cuboid problem where they give the length and breadth. The next one is also on a cube. So finally we get one on cube. So far we are getting mostly on cuboid. Now we're getting one on cube. And in the next summer 2018, again it's a cuboid. So looks like there is no repetition, there is no consistency of pattern, but looks like cuboid is more frequent than the cube. Again in summer 2018, again there's a problem in 5C, again a cuboid. That means we have got 2 cuboids for summer 2018. And in winter 2017, there was none from the topic of cube or cuboid. We still had mensuration topics, but not from cube or cuboid. So I think looks like cuboid is more frequently occurring, and it's better that we focus on that, but doesn't matter. Both the problems are same. If you understand cuboid, we know that cube is a special form of cuboid where all the sides are same. So that's okay. So we'll focus on this. The next few topics will take some of these problems and solve it so that you understand what we have learned and how to use the formula. So let's jump into the problem solving aspects from an examination standpoint on cube and cuboid.